The first step in mastering personal finance is setting clear financial goals. Now, why is this so important? Well, think of your financial journey as a road trip. Without a destination in mind, you'd just be driving aimlessly, and that's not a very efficient way to use your fuel, is it? Similarly, without clear financial goals, you might find yourself aimlessly spending without making significant progress towards financial stability or growth. So, how do you set effective financial goals? The answer lies in the SMART criteria. Let's break it down. Firstly, your goals should be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to save more money," say something like, "I want to save $10,000 for a down payment on a house." This gives you a clear target to aim for. Next, your goals need to be measurable. This means you should be able to track your progress. For instance, if your goal is to save $10,000, you can measure your progress by checking your savings account balance regularly. Then, your goals need to be achievable. It's great to aim high, but your goals also need to be realistic. If you're earning $2,000 a month, saving $10,000 in 1 month isn't achievable. But saving that amount over a year or two could be. Your goals also need to be relevant. They should align with your broader financial plans. If you're in significant debt, for example, a relevant goal might be to pay off a certain amount of that debt within a specific time frame. Finally, your goals should be time-bound. Set a deadline for when you want to achieve your goal. This gives you a sense of urgency and can motivate you to stay on track. Remember, setting financial goals is not a one-time task. As your circumstances change, your goals may need to be adjusted as well. But having those goals in place is a crucial first step towards mastering your money. This ensures your goals are realistic and actionable. Now let's talk about budgeting. It's like having a roadmap for your money. Imagine you're on a journey. You wouldn't start without knowing your destination or the path to get there, right? Budgeting is this very roadmap for your financial journey. It gives you a clear direction, helping you understand where you are now and where you want to go. So how do you create this financial roadmap? You start by tracking your income and expenses. This step is crucial as it gives you an accurate picture of your financial condition. It's like taking a snapshot of your finances at any given moment. You need to know how much money is coming in, and more importantly, where it's going. Today, technology makes budgeting easier than ever before. Numerous budgeting apps are available that can help you track your income and expenses without the need for manual calculations or paperwork. These apps can categorize your spending, help you set saving goals, and even send you alerts when you're about to exceed your budget. Now, once you've got a handle on your income and expenses, it's time to allocate your money. This is where you decide what portion of your income goes to necessities, savings, and discretionary spending. Necessities are the must-haves, things like rent or mortgage payments, utilities, groceries, and healthcare. These should always be your first priority. Savings come next. Whether it's for an emergency fund, a down payment on a house, or retirement, saving is an essential part of financial health. Finally, we have discretionary spending. This is your fun money. It covers non-essential things like entertainment, eating out, and hobbies. Just remember, while it's important to enjoy your money, it's equally important to budget this category wisely to avoid overspending. A well-planned budget can help you avoid unnecessary debt and ensure you're living within your means. It's your financial compass, guiding you towards your money goals. So, take that first step, create your budget, and start your journey towards mastering your money. Scene script. Life is full of surprises, and that's where an emergency fund comes in. Just as you wouldn't drive a car without a spare tire, you shouldn't navigate your financial journey without a buffer for unforeseen expenses. An emergency fund is exactly that. A financial cushion that can soften the blow of a sudden job loss, a major car repair, or a medical emergency. So you might be wondering, how much should you save in your emergency fund? A good rule of thumb is to aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. This includes everything from your rent or mortgage, groceries, utilities, and any other regular bills you have. This amount should give you enough breathing room to navigate most financial emergencies without plunging into debt. Here's a pro tip. Your emergency fund should be easily accessible. That means keeping it in a separate but liquid account like a savings account, where you can get to it quickly without penalties. Remember, the goal is to have this money available when you need it most. Now, if the idea of saving 3 to 6 months worth of expenses feels daunting, don't worry. The key is to start small. Even if you can only set aside a small amount each month, it's still a step in the right direction. Consider setting up automatic transfers to your emergency fund, so you don't even have to think about it. Over time, these small contributions will add up. Also, Don't be disheartened if you need to dip into your emergency fund from time to time. That's what it's there for. Just make sure to replenish it as soon as you're able to. Remember, building an emergency fund isn't about hoarding money, it's about financial stability. It's about having the peace of mind knowing that you're prepared for life's unexpected twists and turns. So start small if you need to, but consistently contribute to your emergency fund until it reaches that comfortable level. With a solid emergency fund in place, you'll be well on your way to mastering your money and achieving financial resilience. Debt can be a significant roadblock to financial freedom. It can feel like a heavy burden, but with the right strategies, it's a hurdle you can overcome. Today, we'll discuss some effective methods to reduce your debt and reclaim control over your finances. First, it's crucial to understand what you owe. List down all your debts, whether they are student loans, credit card bills, or personal loans. Knowing the total amount you owe can be sobering, but it's the first step towards tackling your debt. Next, let's talk about prioritizing your debt. Not all debts are created equal. Some might have higher interest rates than others. A common approach is to focus on the debt with the highest interest rate first, as it's costing you the most. This strategy is known as the debt avalanche method. It can save you money in the long run, but it requires discipline as it could take longer to see results. On the other hand, you might prefer the debt snowball method. This involves paying off the smallest debt first, regardless of the interest rate. The idea is that each small victory can motivate you to keep going. It's an excellent method for those who need quick wins to stay motivated. Whichever method you choose, the goal is to make regular payments towards your debt. Even if it's a small amount, it can make a significant difference over time. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your debt-free life. It's a process, and the most important thing is to stay consistent. Also, consider reaching out to your creditors or seeking advice from a credit counselor. They may be able to help you negotiate lower interest rates or develop a manageable repayment plan. And finally, while you're tackling your existing debt, it's important to avoid accruing new debt. Live within your means and stick to your budget. Remember, the journey to financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint. Remember, the key is consistency. Small, regular payments can make a big difference over time. Now, let's talk about growing your wealth. Investing is a powerful tool for building long-term financial security. It's about putting your money to work so that it can multiply over time. The magic of compound interest kickstarts a virtuous cycle, where the money you invest earns more money, and that extra money in turn earns even more. This creates a snowball effect that can significantly increase your wealth in the long run. And when it comes to investing, you have a plethora of options. Stocks, bonds, and mutual funds are some of the most common investment vehicles. Stocks give you a share in a company's success and can offer high returns, but they also come with higher risk. Bonds, on the other hand, are essentially loans you give to governments or corporations. They are generally lower risk and offer steady but often lower returns. Mutual funds are a mixed bag, pooling money from multiple investors to buy a diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, and other assets. They offer a balance of risk and return and are managed by professionals. But here's the key. Before you dive into investing, it's crucial to educate yourself. Understanding the basics of investing, the different types of investment options, their risks and potential returns can help you make informed decisions. There's a wealth of information available online, in books, and through seminars that can help you get started. However, navigating the investment world can be complex and time-consuming. That's where a financial advisor can come in handy. These professionals can provide you with personalized advice, tailor an investment strategy based on your risk tolerance and financial goals, and help you stay on track. They can be particularly valuable if you're new to investing or if you have a significant amount of money to invest. Remember, investing isn't about getting rich quick, it's about steadily building wealth over time. So, start early, be consistent, and let the magic of compounding do its work. Consider seeking advice from a financial advisor to tailor an investment strategy based on your risk tolerance and financial goals. The journey to financial security isn't always easy, but with the right tools and knowledge, you can pave your way to a prosperous future.